guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 979. Back here in Kuwait, just got off a long flight, and gonna try to get some rest before get used to this time change. But want to still drop you guys a little bit of an episode. Don't have a lot here, so I want to talk about the difference between a modified pigeon stretch and how we can alter our leg to get different portions of our hip and mobilize basically the difference between mobilizing our opposite leg, as in the leg that's back, versus our front leg and front hip, all right? So when we think about the pigeon stretch or the pigeon maneuver, right, what we'll do is we'll keep this leg bent fairly a decent amount, right, past 90 degrees, and it allows us to tuck it in here a little bit. And now it allows us to get up on top of the back leg, right? So you can see how this leg is bent and this leg is straight. I don't have to worry as much in the external rotation aspect of this leg, so it allows me to hop up on top. This is really great if I'm trying to mobilize the back leg, if I'm trying to get the hip flexors of the back leg, because it's very similar to if I was trying to get to this position. However, what it does is it winds up some of that fascia, so I'm able to put a little bit extra torque, all right? Now, if I want to be able to mobilize that or put it even a greater stress onto this front hip capsule region, I can lift up this leg as I'm doing the same thing. I can reach back and I can get into this wonderful position where I can grind out some of those hip flexors, anything that's going to bring my hip or my knee closer to my torso, right? However, if I want to utilize that same mobilization for the opposite leg, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the knee, right? So I get closer to a 90-degree position. Now it makes it a lot harder for me to get up on top of my hip, if not impossible for some people. But why am I trying to do this? If I bring this knee out to that 90-degree position, I'm creating so much more external rotation on that front hip, right? So what it allows me to do is it allows me to wind up the fascia that is back here in this hip, right? The back portion of the hip with the knee at 90 degrees makes it a much greater stress on the back hip, on this right hip in this case, than it does on the hip flexors on the left hip, right? So I can do it the same way if I go to the other side. If I want to try to get the hip flexors onto this side, I keep this knee much more flexed. All right, much past 90 degrees, allows me to get up and over top. I can really emphasize the stretch on the back right hip in this case. If I want to utilize it towards the left hip and I want to get that posterior hip complex, I straighten the leg more, I extend the knee. That creates more external rotation on this left hip. And now as I start to bring my hip up and over, okay, I'm going to get a greater stress onto that back left posterior hip complex. So that's the ways that we can take the same type of maneuver, the same position, to focus on either your hip flexors or your posterior hip capsule. Guys, I hope this helps you out. Questions, comments, please post them below. And as always, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.